Now, this is NBC Palm Springs.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Olivia Sandusky.
I'm Mark Mester. It's Clear the Shelters Week here on NBC Palm Springs. It's part of a nationwide effort to clear local shelters and help loving animals find safe and happy homes. That's tonight's top story. Now, for our part, we're going to be live all this week as well as this weekend, introducing you to the wonderful animals available at the shelter right now. We're going to start live with Tiani Jadalang, who has a cute little dog just next to her. Tiani, what's the latest from the shelter tonight?
Mark, Zeus, right next to me, is just one of the lovely furry friends who somebody at home can take home thanks to the sponsored event, Clear the Shelters. He's a loving 10-year-old, as you can see. Do you want to say anything to anybody in the Coachella Valley, Zeus? I think he's very happy here on the cold floor. As you can tell, he's the cutest thing, so friendly. Give me a big kiss as soon as he met me. So welcoming. But to talk to me more about this event and animals that are up for adoption is Jack Hagerman. He's the Associate Executive Director here at the Palm Springs Animal Shelter. Jack, talk to me about Zeus. Who would be a fit to take him home this weekend?
Zeus would be great in a number of different types of households. He's pretty rock solid. He was really loved by his owner, who just unfortunately couldn't keep him anymore, but they actually sponsored his adoption for this weekend because they love him so much. So he's been well cared for the last 10 years of his life, so he would be great with just about any family.
And he's a 10-year-old, so if somebody wants to come on in, all they need to bring is their identification this weekend and sign up some paperwork, and it'd be good to take him home.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's ready to go.
God, he's just the cutest thing and so friendly, so happy to see everybody and just be here at the shelter with all his friends. Now, you were mentioning beforehand that you guys have a program that helps animals who maybe don't have necessarily a stable place to stay, a pet food bank. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, you know, we don't ever want someone's worst moment to be the reason they have to give up their pet. So when, you know, sometimes people hit hard times and they just need a little bit of help to get through, that's what we're here for, right? We would rather you keep your pet and help support you through that tough period than have that animal come into the shelter in a place that's scary and unknown. So our food bank has grown quite a bit in the last couple of years, almost by 200% in the last year alone. There's definitely a need out there. People are struggling.
And so if I wanted to help out the program, is there a way that I'd be able to donate to the program?
Absolutely. We need lots of kibble and cans of food, so you can donate them here or at our Desert Wildlife Center in Indio. Either location will take them, but we'll take whatever you've got as long as it's unopened.
Oh my gosh, perfect. And as far as beautiful pets like Zeus here on the ground, I'm sure you have plenty up for adoption this weekend specifically.
Yeah, we have so many beautiful animals ready to go. We've got a lot of purebred animals, puppies, kittens. We got, if whatever you're looking for, we probably have it.
I was told even hamsters and rabbits, so hopefully we get to see them later on in show in just a few minutes. But again, all adoption fees are covered thanks to this sponsored event. Charges from the community or donations brought in by the community. August 16th and 17th, I was told Saturday they're open from 10 to 5 and Sunday 11 to 5. Come on in, find your forever furry friend here at the Palm Springs Animal Shelter. Live in Palm Springs, I'm Tiani Jadalang. We'll send it back to Mark and Olivia in studio.
Thank you, Tiani. As she mentioned, this weekend, the adoption fees are covered. The funding has been donated by members of the community, and we're introducing you to some of those amazing donors all week long as well. Tonight, meet Palm Springs shelter volunteer Linda Correa-Uvis.
I volunteered starting about 10 years ago and started doing the photography right away for all of the small dogs. And it's now 10 years later, and I still love it every time I come in. Because when the public sees, they go online and they see the photos, they say, oh my God, look at that cute little animal, you know, versus the photos that they take at intake, which they're scared, they're shaking.
Linda is sponsoring the adoption of senior cats and kittens.
Because the seniors have been here for a while, and I wanted to do the dogs, but it was already taken. And we want to get them into homes as soon as possible, because as good as we are here, it's better for them in a home.
Thank you to Linda for her donation. Again, the event is Saturday, August 16th, as well as Sunday. Head to our Instagram page to meet more adoptable animals.
Let's get a check on the forecast. Live pictures tonight from our Agua Caliente casino camera from Rancho Mirage. Chloe Carlson tracking the conditions. Looks a bit hazy out there, huh?
Definitely a little bit hazy. We're tracking those gusty winds through this evening. So if you're traveling those wind-prone areas, just keep that in mind. This evening, Entree, North Palm Springs, gusts up to 45 miles per hour. Speaking of dogs, if you are planning on going on your evening stroll this evening with your pup or planning it out when you get one at the animal shelter, here's a look at your evening stroll conditions. Are you like, should I go at 6 p.m.? I would recommend not. It's still going to be 109, so still very hot out there for our furry friends. By 8 o'clock, 98 degrees. I would just say, let's wait till the sun goes down for it to cool down. 89 degrees at 10 o'clock. If you were still up at midnight doing a midnight walk, 87 degrees there. So extreme heat warning, good news here. This is going to be expiring at 8 o'clock this evening. So we are tracking cooler conditions heading into the weekend, which is well deserved after last week and early this week being in the 1-teens. We've been under an extreme heat warning, I believe, for almost a week now. So that will expire this evening. As far as current weather conditions outside right now, downtown Palm Springs, 109 there at the airport. Winds from the east direction, at least for Palm Springs, from the west near the Warden corridor there. Numbers not too impressive right now. They do look to pick up a little bit as we get into the 7-8 o'clock hour this evening. So if you're just traveling home from work or traveling for dinner near those wind-prone areas, just keep that in mind. Here's what you covered our 3-day forecast. So we'll say above 110 degrees for our Thursday. Then with that trough to the north of us, it'll start to usher in some cooler conditions, taking us actually below average as we get into the weekend. We're going to break down what we can expect for that weekend forecast coming up.
Thank you, Chloe. Take a look at this video sent into our newsroom by a viewer this afternoon. A fire breaking out at Cathedral Canyon Country Club today. The viewer saying the fire was burning in dry brush. Right now, it's unknown if any property was damaged. We've reached out to Cathedral City Fire Department for more information.
A firefighter and a citizen were injured from a fire this afternoon just south of San Jacinto. The 8-acre fire erupted in a field surrounded by residential homes, damaging multiple sheds. That fire is now 50% contained. It was reported just before noon in the unincorporated community of Valley Vista, according to CAL FIRE. The firefighter who was injured sent in an emergency call claiming that he was trapped by flames that were all around him. So CAL FIRE crew members responded immediately. That firefighter is now safe after suffering from smoke inhalation. The civilian suffered minor burns. The cause of the fire is under investigation.
Southern California Edison is informing the public about potential public safety power shutoffs across the region. A public safety power shutoff happens when utilities cut electricity during dangerous fire weather to prevent wildfires. Dry vegetation and low humidity can trigger these shutoffs. While losing power is never easy, SoCal Edison says safety comes first when it comes to public safety power shutoffs.
We want our customers to know that PSPS outages occur due to the public safety concern and that elevated risk of wildfire. Our responsibility is to make sure that our electric infrastructure is safe and we're providing safe power to our customers. So PSPS outages do help us protect the public when there is an elevated risk.
SoCal Edison says other factors may contribute to public safety power shutoffs, like high wind conditions as well.
Last year, around $700 million was lost by seniors because of scams. To help keep the public informed, Assemblymember Greg Wallace hosted a senior scam awareness seminar today. It was over at the Palm Desert Community Center. Wallace, in partnership with the Desert Recreation District, brought on local experts, law enforcement, and consumer protection agencies to inform community members of various scams, ranging from identity theft to Medicare fraud. In the last year alone, according to reports, the FBI received more than 147,000 fraud complaints, totaling in at nearly $5 billion in losses. So how can you ensure your loved one doesn't become a scammer's next victim? Contact the number right there at the bottom of your screen to report financial elder abuse, or you can submit a complaint.
Tonight, One Palm Springs program is looking for their next wave of entrepreneurs. Brett Rosen joins us live in studio with more on what business owners who've already gone through this program are saying. Brett?
Olivia, many aspiring business owners are getting up for Biz Up Palm Springs, a program that local company Caravanserai has had the past 7 years. And when speaking to the CEO of Biz Up Palm Springs program, he says their motto is never say no to a business. But behind this curtain is the business Sage Waxing Lounge, a local company owned by April Rojas. 5 years ago, Rojas lost her job at another waxing company due to the pandemic. And after that, Rojas knew she wanted to be her own boss and says the Biz Up program opened doors that she thought could never be open.
I'm the first in my immediate family to open my own business, and that comes with a lot of things I didn't know. And a program like BizUp allows that information to be condensed down into like a sort of short business 101 course where you have facilitators walking you through how to make a business plan, how to create a budget, how to do financing.
The BizUp program has seen hundreds of businesses go through and be successful, not just in Palm Springs, but scattered throughout the Coachella Valley. The CEO, Caravanserai, Mihai Patru, says they also have given millions of dollars in microgrants as well.
Providing the educational support is amazing and is the first step, but offering access to capital, that's what makes a huge difference.
The program is a 10-week-long session, but the one-on-one coaching is a resource that has no end date. Rojas says a huge part of BizUp is the community of business owners that stay in touch to help one another as well.
There's also the community of business owners that I met with inside the program who have offered not only support as like coming in as clients, but just support when I needed someone to vent to or talk to.
Company Caravanserai has teamed up with the city of Palm Springs for the past year to have additional resources. The mayor of Palm Springs, Rhonda Hart, said in a statement, in part, quote, "At the heart of Palm Springs, we believe that every entrepreneur, no matter their background, should have the resources and support to turn their dreams into thriving businesses."
The community has shown up and shown out, and I'm just honored to be a part of this small business community, and having the resources to support that has been amazing, and I don't think I could have done it without it.
Now, if you're interested in joining the BizUp program, they're still taking applications until this Friday, where you can join the different cohort classes and still get the one-on-one business coaching. You can find the link to that application on NBCPalmSprings.com. Live in studio, I'm Brett Rosen, NBC Palm Springs.
Brad, thank you for that. The city of Coachella with UCR Extension is offering more free business management courses aimed at boosting local entrepreneurship at the Palm Desert campus. The programs give residents, business owners, and the city staff the tools to start or grow a business and advance their careers. Graduates learn everything from financial management to competitive market analysis, gaining skills and connections to turn their entrepreneurial goals into reality.
Based on what we've heard from the graduates, it was a very fulfilling experience. They got a lot out of it. And it really paves the road for future education and free opportunities offered through UCR Extension.
The free 6-week business readiness class and 14-week micro master of business administration program was offered both online and over at the Coachella Library. It's funded by a $287,000 American Rescue Plan Act grant. A third course will launch this fall at no cost to students.
Coming up next on NBC Palm Springs, our community contributor Marion Bouchot is in to share about Palm Springs Unified School District's nutritional upgrade.
Also, the countdown to high school football continues tonight. Our Tim O'Brien has a preview of the Rancho Mirage Rattlers. It's coming up a little bit later on tonight in sports. We'll be right back.
committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 5.
Welcome back. At Palm Springs Unified, staff says it's not just about what's served on the tray, it's about the thought behind it.
Continuing our PSUSD Inspire series, community contributor Marian Bouchot introduces us to the woman leading the nutrition services team with purpose and passion.
She grew up around farms and horses, but Sarah Phelps' path led her somewhere else and right into our school kitchens. Now, as Director of Nutrition Services, she's inspiring her team to serve with purpose as well. Sarah Phelps' love for food and for people goes way back. She grew up in Altaloma in a family that loved nature, farming, and feeding others.
When I was little, my mom always packed our lunches, and she would always pack enough for at least 2 or 3 kids, so they would always come to me for extra food.
That tradition stuck with her, and she passed it on to her own son as he grew up.
There's so many people that are unseen, unheard, and why not give them that opportunity as best I can?
That selflessness, that passion for people is what brought Phelps to the district and what's kept her here. She started as an intern with the district in 2000. In 2019, she came back as a site supervisor and later became the Director of Nutrition Services.
I wanted to stay as director to be able to help my staff grow and to be able to help guide them, have them be the best that they can be.
She's proud of what her team has accomplished, from distributing over 8,000 boxes of fresh produce to families to serving 3 free meals a day to more than 19,000 students.
Thank you. Enjoy your lunch.
One of her cafeteria leads, Arla Provo, says Phelps' leadership has helped her grow.
She encourages us to come up with new ideas, come up with new recipes. By allowing me that freedom to express my creativity, she makes me feel like I want to go above and beyond. She's one in a million.
Phelps leads by example, always willing to roll up her sleeves.
I would never ask my staff to do something I'm not willing to do. If a floor drain needs to be cleaned, I will be down there cleaning it. If the dishwasher needs to be cleaned, whatever it is, dishes, it doesn't matter.
It's a mission that started with a few extra sandwiches in a lunchbox. And today, it's grown into something much bigger.
I'm a giver. I'm a giver, definitely. I want to be able to see people succeed to the highest they want to be able to succeed. I'm never gonna hold anybody back.
You can help us share more stories like this one. Nominate a deserving staff or student member within Palm Springs Unified School District by visiting NBCPalmSprings.com. For NBC Palm Springs, I'm Marian Bouchot.
All right, thank you, Marian, and thank you to Sarah for doing such a wonderful job with that nutrition services. Live look outside our Indian Wells Golf Resort camera. Chloe Carlson's in next. She's tracking your 7-day forecast, so stay with us.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more. NBC Palm Springs News. Even astronauts tune in for their news fix. When it comes to top stories,
And happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome back. Right now, we're taking a live look at the Walter Clark Highway 11 cam in Rancho Mirage. Clear blue skies today. A little bit of a haze there in the background. We talked about those winds kind of kicking up that dust and that sand, but at least for Rancho Mirage, calm winds here. Also light traffic. I don't know where everyone's at. Maybe watching NBC right now at home. 109 for the high today. So yeah, slightly cooler than yesterday. We were 1 teens yesterday. Talked about that extreme heat warning. More seasonal today. We actually get a little bit warmer before we get cooler into the weekend. So just know cooler conditions are on the way. At this hour, 95 in Yucca Valley, 103 on the other side of the 10 there in Desert Hot Springs, 107 in Thousand Palms. Overnight tonight will be in the 80s here for the low desert, 50 up there in Big Bear. Shout out for them. As far as future wind potential, talks about it being a little bit gusty tonight. That kind of continues into our Thursday as well for North Palm Springs. So North Indian Canyon, Geenottree, Palm Drive on the other side of 10 there for Desert Hot Springs. Going to pick up in the afternoon and evening hours. So if you're traveling that direction, just keep that in mind. If you're getting gas there on the exit off of Palm Drive, it's going to be windy over there. As we get into Friday and Saturday, more breezy conditions for us here on the desert floor. It'll still stay gusty for Whitewater, Sangronio Pass there. Pretty consistent for them the last few weeks. Surface moisture, a lot more than we usually have here. 5% has been typical for us. Very dry, but a little bit higher with that monsoonal moisture, that high pressure system kind of drawing in a little bit of that moisture for us, at least for the rest of the work week into the weekend. As far as tomorrow, like I said, going to be hot and humid, slightly warmer tomorrow than we are seeing today. Friday, not as hot. We do have this trough of low pressure starting to build over the Pacific Northwest. It's going to stay well to the north of us, but we will see it ushering in some cooler conditions for us for the weekend. Here's what your Comfort Air 7-day forecast. So 110 for our Thursday, looking to cool down to 105 by the weekend.
the NBC Palm Springs Sports Desk with Tim O'Brien. Brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
Well, welcome back as we continue our tour around the Coachella Valley ahead of the Friday Night Lights, which, believe it or not, is just 1 week away. We took a visit to Rancho Mirage, where the Rattlers will take the field this season looking for their third straight DEL title. Now, the team still managed to go 6-5 and 4-1 in league play. That was the difference last year. They won't see too many underclassmen in the lineup this year, but that can change rather quickly. The program experienced the injury bug last season. In fact, had 9 starters out by week 3. and they won't take this season for granted. Head coach LD Matthews knows the entire process can derail in the blink of an eye. Coach has a message for his team.
Humble yourself, because it don't matter what you did last year or what you didn't do last year. Everything is a new season. And, you know, the people that are humble and stay hungry are going to be the ones that are going to get rewarded. And we know that, you know, every game last year, it was close. I mean, it was tight. I mean, in the fourth quarter, any team could have won.
Well, the Rattlers will open the season at home against Christian. That's happening next Thursday, the 21st. And this week, we'll premiere our preview show on the Valley's top teams and players. Caitlin and I may even give a prediction or two, so you don't want to miss that. Kickoff to the Friday Night Lights on our website at NBCPalmSprings.com, all season long, online and on all social platforms. Again, NBCPalmSprings.com. And we're certainly going to have a different look for the Friday Night Lights this year for sure, so we hope you join us. And that'll do it in sports. I'm Tim O'Brien.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community. All right, finally tonight we're getting a first glimpse of actor Daniel Day-Lewis in his first film since retiring from acting 8 years ago. Last fall, the Oscar winner revealed he co-wrote a screenplay with his son Ronan and intended to star in that film. Anemone is the result, and it's his directorial debut. World premiere of the film described as a fraught family drama. It's set for the New York Film Festival, which kicks off next month.
Very cool. I feel like we're getting to that generation now where there's a lot of singers and actors who are collaborating with their children because now they're the age to enter the industry. It's really fun to see what they'll come up with.
I know, I'm excited to watch it.
Keep it in the family, as they say. Nightly News is next. We'll see you at 6.